What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe, No Days Off DFS, here to bring another NBA preseason slate breakdown for the two-game NBA slate we got today. If you guys new here, you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the content I'm putting out over here on the channel. And drop a like if this video or any of the other videos I'm putting out helps you guys win some money in any way, shape, or form. This preseason has been pretty decent. We've been nailing hitting the nail on the head in regards to the breakdown, the player pool, finding the correct value, things like that. Last night was somewhat tricky to navigate, but not too bad. We navigated it, I think, pretty well in regards to finding the correct value off of that Miami Heat side, getting the correct plays, and then navigating that late game, getting through that. Really seemed like everything went pretty good in regards to that. I know myself, I cashed nothing big or anything like that, just a simple double up for me. But I know a couple of people already tagged me inside the Discord and on Twitter in regards to their cash, what they've done. So hey, we're gonna try to keep it rolling. Hopefully we can maybe take down this 5K today. Came close to the last 5K slate, so let's see if we can do that again on this slate. But no, honestly, I mean these two games are here. I mean the first game at least it's a so-so game. Second game is decent. I think that we have better value, or not bad value, but better plays in the second game than we do in the first. But hey, it's preseason. We're gonna break it down. It's basketball. Let's go. All right, so looking at it, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on New York Knicks and Portland Trail Blazers taking on the Utah Jazz. So looking at news and everything so far, the main thing that I've seen for at least for the Minnesota is that Jaden McDaniels, he's going to be out for 7 to 10 days due to his calf. So we already know that he's going to be out. Minnesota, they've played 2 preseason games already. They were in Abu Dhabi. They were playing against the Mavericks, and that series that they played over there. In those games, we saw the lineups. I got these backwards. Hold on. This is their first game. It was McDaniels, Rudy, Towns, Conley, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Anthony Edwards, he missed his first game. Looking at it, the minutes, of course, we see the minutes, everything for them. And then second game, Ant was back, but then, of course, McDaniels, he wasn't. So we still got Nickeil Alexander-Walker starting in this one. This is going to be their third preseason game that they're going to be playing. I would expect the minutes to be there for them, at least in this one. I definitely feel like there's some pieces we could take from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Just looking at it for them, primarily it's just going to be Anthony Edwards and Karl-Anthony Towns, really from them on this. Probably two of the better spend ups that we can go. I would probably take one or the other. Don't really necessarily have to go with both of them. I think you can probably get some more pieces from the Utah Jazz game later on, and maybe someone from the Knicks. But Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns, both really good plays. If you can actually shove in the studs and figure out the rotation piece that will actually make it work, that's really what's going to set you different from everyone else. Rudy Gobert, not really too interested in him. Yes, he go out there and play, but when he's playing with Towns and with Ant, his production, it's so as you can see in the game that they actually all play together. 5 rebounds, 7 points. Again, I'd expect maybe about 24-ish minutes in this game for them, so they should get a third quarter run in this one here. But still, just Rudy Gobert. If Towns is out there and the usage and everything, he's just there to gobble up rebounds and the defensive stats he actually could do. Mike Conley, vet, really don't see him playing too many heavy minutes, so no need really. I don't see a need to go to Mike Conley. Yes, he can go out there and get his, but he's more of a pass first type point guard out there to set up Towns, set up Rudy, and somewhat get an assist or two to Ant. Kyle Anderson, indifferent, really don't care too much. With Jalen McDaniels being out, Nickeil Alexander-Walker should slide right back into the starting lineup. Not too sure how many minutes he's going to actually play. Again, he did play overseas, so he's pretty much like ready to go. 22 minutes in that first game, not too bad. And then, of course, all the starters really only played about 17 in the second one. So maybe we can go to Nickeil Alexander-Walker here. My only thing is that with Ant being back, kind of those shots that I feel like he would get if Ant wasn't playing, he's not going to necessarily get those right there. Maybe he might see some room with the bench unit, but if they got him starting, I really don't see him getting him more than, of course, the 24 minutes like everyone else. So that's kind of just a so-so play right there. Some cheap pieces, some value pieces that we could probably go to. Shake Milton, I do have some interest in him. I'm going to be playing that backup point role for them off the bench. Definitely think that he can get a decent run in his 2 games that he played with them so far. Shake, he played 15 minutes in the second game. In the first game, he also played 20 minutes in that first game, and pretty productive in the time that he was out there. So Shake Milton, decent player that I think you could probably go to here. Let's see, Luke Garza, not really getting the minutes right there. Naz Reid, of course, is going to be what everyone's going to flock to, go to, just because he is a very heavy fantasy point per minute producer whenever he's out there on the court. So that's another you can go to. Jaden McLaughlin could take a chance on him, but really it's going to be Shake. Naz Reid would probably be the 2 that I would really want to go to off the bench. Maybe we could look at Miller right there. Let's see, Miller in the first game, about 10 minutes in the first game, 14 in the second one. Uh, it's just I'm not gonna force it too heavy. All this, of course, will be in the player pool whenever I put that out. Check the link down in the description below for the Patreon. I post a player pool every day with core plays highlighted and notes for you guys to go through and find those things. So besides just getting my player pool and what I'm doing for the NBA preseason and everything else, also you're gonna get all of our other stuff that we have over here for the Notice Off group. My boy BK, he's been killing it with hockey since the season has started back up. We also have guys that put out golf, esports, everything else. With that, join the Patreon. You also will be linked straight into the Discord. In the Discord, we talk all day. We got hitters inside the Discord. My boy Joris, he puts out his bets, plays for DraftKings, FanDuel, any sports book that you have. And then my boy King Kwan, he is killing it on the esports and especially with the second half props and some regular props for the college football, NFL, things like that. So definitely check that out if you guys are interested in that. Only $10. You literally will make that back within your first week. Promise you. All right. Head over to the New York side. Really, biggest news: Josh Hart. He's not going to play here again. They're limiting him. He's just a little bit nicked up, is what they're saying. And then we've got where that Brunson. He's going to play a little bit more than what he played in the first game. Now he played 6 minutes in that first game that the Knicks played when they played going up against the Celtics. In this game, make sure I'm not lying to you. Yeah, 6 minutes. So a little bit more could probably mean maybe he plays, who knows, 15 minutes, maybe. But even then, I'm not too sure that we need to go up to Brunson here when we already know that they are kind of limited them. Julius Randle only played 13 minutes. RJ Barrett played 16. So maybe these guys might get bumped up to like 18, 20-ish minutes. Brunson to 15. Maybe a more of a longer stint in the first half is what I would expect for Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, and Brunson is all that we're going to get. Brunson, at that price and everything, I'm not going to go to Brunson. There's no reason really to go to him, especially when you got quickly right there off the bench. We know he's going to come in. He's literally going to take all of these shots when he comes in the game. That is what he is there for. Pretty much plays that backup role for them. So I'll be going right back to quickly. 23 minutes in that last game, 21 points, 3 steals, 3 assists, and a rebound. And we already know he's going to knock it down from 3. So don't mind going back to him. Maybe you could take a stab at Dante DiVincenzo right here. Play 23 minutes himself as well off the bench. McBride or Hartenstein would be 2 other guys. Now, they did run Robinson into the second half last game. If they do that again here, I don't mind that as well, because I mean the minutes will equal the production. We know he has to block upside, especially going up against a center like Rudy Gobert, who has to play underneath the basket, going out there for his putbacks and taking just barely 10-foot shots. So Robinson, he can have some upside right there for his blocks, but like I said, this first game is just I do like the shot attempts that I seen from Evan Fournier in that first game, so I will put him as a sneaky possible play. I know no one's going to play this guy at all whatsoever, so that's another play you could possibly go to if you're feeling frisky right there, but not a must. Going over to the Portland side, again, going to be young guys. Anthony Simons, Scoot, Ayton, possible guys you can go and play. Scoot's going to be the primary one. He fouled out the last game, so I definitely don't mind going right back to him here at this spot. Let's see, in their games, the first game, of course, they played against the Breakers. Scoot, he played 19 minutes in that game. Second game going up against the Suns, he played 31 minutes. So they ran their starters pretty heavy in this game, Scoot and Sharp. So really have a lot of interest in both Scoot and Sharp right here. Again, if he didn't foul out, he probably would have played maybe more minutes right there. So definitely going to go right back to these guys right here. You can take a stab at Simons. If they're going to actually run these starters for a full 3 quarters again here, I'm definitely going to be loading up on the Portland side because that's just the value is going to be there for them. Off the bench, we saw Brogdon. He got about 15 minutes. Thibault, he got 19. Brogdon, he's a vet. I don't see any need really to go there to Brogdon. We'll take a stab at Thibault if you wanted to, but really it's going to be primarily the starters right here for me. I don't really see too much value off the bench, especially if the starters are going to get that run. That is going to be my main thing that I'm going to be looking for. Now, going over to the Jazz on this side for me, it's Lauri Markkanen. Just go ahead, lock him in. He's gonna be the lock of the day is Lauri Markkanen. Lock of the day. Boom. All right. Markkanen, first game 18 minutes. Second game he played 23 minutes. So maybe we actually get about 28-ish minutes. Another stint into the third quarter. Looks very productive out there. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Looks very well out there. You can definitely take a stab. Maybe go back to a bounce back spot for Walker Kessler. We do know Ayton. You could definitely get to him on the defensive side. So don't mind that. Take a stab at Taylor Horton-Tucker, Colin Sexton. Either one of these guys, that's not bad. Not going to mess with Kelly Olynyk off the bench. Outside of that, Clarkson, not really feeling it right there. Could possibly look to a Keontae George as possible play. And then again, Chris Dunn, he came back down to earth in the last game that they had going up against Clippers. So there's that. Kind of really did expect that. I definitely did. But Keontae George probably a play that you can go to off the bench. And Finaccio, Probably both of those guys, but mainly it's going to be Larkin for me over here on this side, and possibly going back to Walker Kessler or Taylor Horton Tucker would be guys. So gonna mess around. Really, again, I feel like there's more value in waiting for the news that we get from this Portland game. Because we kind of know what we need to know from this first game. Really, it's going to be Ant or Towns is going to be one of your main guys that you're going to take from the Minnesota side, like just guaranteed. And then possibly you can look to Naz Reid as your value right there, or if you want to take a stab at looking at Nikhil Walker, that'll probably be it for you right there. Then on the Knicks side, really for me, it's honestly just Quick. Just Quick is probably going to be the only dude that I really want to focus to on here. Unless you can tell me that Julius Randle and RJ Barrett are going to see a third quarter run, I'm not really too happy with anything over here on the Knicks. They're just all shit producers for their fantasy minute upside. But all right, guys, that's going to be it for me. If you guys are looking for the player pool in the court, like I said, check the link down in the description for the Patreon. All that will be up probably in like the next 3-4 hours. I'm going to wait to see if there any more news comes out before I go ahead and finalize everything for it. Hopefully, we have another good day today. See 3 days straight of green. Let's go ahead and get it. Wish you guys best of luck. With that being said, it's your boy Zoe, and I'm out. Peace.